As a writer, he was considerable, but he was not great. I think he was aware of that. He tried to follow the great Edwardian writers such as Joseph Conrad and Ford Madox Ford, but I think he realized that he had chosen a rather more popular medium than they would have chosen.
The British establishment novelist Graham Greene rather looked upon Burgess as a parvenu. He considered Burgess this kind of lower middle class provincial upstart. And the problem arose, I think, when Burgess started getting a great deal of, actually too much, attention in newspapers and on the television. It's a complicated thing, the falling out of Burgess and Greene. But there is an interesting insight, I thought, in this Russian roulette, a biography of Greene by Richard Greene, who is a Toronto academic, I think. Here's a little extract. Chapter 77, The Late Rounds. This is where Richard Greene gives a suggestion as to what it might have been that triggered the falling out. 77, The Late Rounds.
I have now received another cutting in which you claim I told you of an aggrieved husband shouting through my window. Difficult, as I live on the 4th floor. You are either a liar or you are unbalanced and should see a doctor.
It was the 13th of June, 88, and this was the second time that day that Greene had written to Burgess. After years of pleasant, though not close, association with Greene, Burgess had spoken scathingly on a French television programme of Greene's age, and also in a magazine of the supposedly constant correspondence of Greene with Kim Philby. Greene's first letter pointed out that he was 3 years younger than Burgess had claimed, and expressed the hope that Burgess too would reach that age. He then confirmed that his contact with Philby was no secret from the intelligence agencies.
I received 10 letters from him in the course of nearly 20 years. You must be very naive if you believe our letters were clandestine on either side.
He concluded tartly.
Never mind. I admired your 3 earliest novels, and I remember with pleasure your essay on my work in your collection, Urgent Copy, also your article on me last May in the Sunday Telegraph, and the novel, not one of your best, which you dedicated to me.
Then he wrote the second letter. What was this about? It is possible that some remark made by Greene had been passed on to Burgess. Greene wrote, for example, to Bill Igoe in 1984.
I liked his early books, but I thought Earthly Powers was terrible. He writes far too much. Apparently he was wildly indignant that he hadn't got the Nobel instead of Golding, and believed himself to be at the top of the list.
A comment like this could have made its way round until someone told Burgess. Pierre Joannon tried to broker a peace, but Greene and Burgess had nothing more to do with each other.